How did they make that game? How did they make the graphics so smooth looking? Today, let's teach you the needed strategies to make your own amazing games with any coding language you want. Step 1 is to define your game concept. Every great game starts with a solid idea. You need to think about the type of game you want to create. You don't want to go into this blind. Is it an action-packed shooter, an immersive adventure, or a puzzle game? You need to visualize the mechanics and objectives and have a clear concept, and it will help guide you throughout the development process. Step 2 is design and planning. Once you have your game concept, it's time to plan out the details. You need to create sketches and storyboards to visualize your game's layout, levels, and characters. You need to decide on the rules and mechanics, such as how the player interacts with the game world and what actions they can perform. This planning phase, it sets the foundation for the actual coding work, and it makes it so that you're not going into this blind. Step 3 is to code the game logic. Now it's really time to bring the game to life with code. Regardless of the programming language you choose, you'll need to focus on a few key aspects. You need to create the necessary variables, such as player scores, key items, or health, to keep track of the game state. You need to implement control structures, such as loops and conditionals, to help the game know where it is, and to handle the events and actions. Don't forget about user input and game physics. User input is how the player controls the game, and the game physics is only really relevant if you're making a platformer. These fundamental coding elements form the backbone of your game's functionality, and they're really the way the game is played. That's a literal term. Step 4 is graphics and assets. Games are really mostly visual experiences. While we move around, we still need the visuals to tell what's happening. So it's really important to consider the visual elements. Depending on your programming language, you'll have different options for handling graphics, like in Python or JavaScript, or even just plain old Java. You would have these built-in graphics systems that allows you to display even images that you make on your own in a stronger editor. But then in something like C variations, your only option is to display a bunch of dots that are different colors. And that will help you choose what type of game you want to make. Because in some of them, you'll have built-in libraries and external frameworks, or in some of them, you'll have to create your own graphics engine. In most of them, you can import or create sprites and images, and animations are really important to give life to your game characters. Step 5 is testing and iteration. The final step of this journey is to test your game and refine it through iterations. You need to start by identifying and fixing any bugs or glitches. You need to play test your game to ensure that the gameplay feels balanced and enjoyable, and you need to gather feedback from your friends, colleagues, or online communities to gain insights into areas that can be improved. And you keep refining and polishing your game, and sometimes, if you have a really bad iteration, you might even start over entirely. And you keep on doing this until you're satisfied with the final result, and the people around you are too. Congratulations! You've completed the 5 essential steps to create a game with code. By following these fundamentals, you can unleash your creativity and bring your game ideas to life. Remember, the programming language you choose is just a tool. The concepts and principles we've covered today apply universally. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced programmer, game development is a rewarding and exciting journey. If you have any ideas for future videos, you can comment down below or join the Discord linked in the description. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more exciting content on Byte by Byte Coding.